I'm interested in how the process, the chemotherapy and all of that affected your sex life. So let me come to Edward first, because I can imagine that whilst Justin was going through all of this, no shots were being fired.
Well, intermittently.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
intermittently. I must admit.
Okay.
Because looking at the period involved, to say you are staying off completely, it might be a bit dangerous. Yes. For the woman, I think she or they you may be able to cope. That is you women, but a man may not be able to cope for that longer period. So intermittently, we try shots, but it's not as it used to be. Why? Because the chemo drugs made a lot of changes. So it wasn't as it used to be, but at least man must survive.
Man, exactly, right? So, I mean, Edward says intermittently. So, what does he mean by intermittently?
All right, so I was dry.
Okay.
You know, the chemo affected my sex drive in the extent that nothing nothing he does wets me or turns me on.
Yeah.
But then I didn't want to lose my husband after after cancer treatment. So then we have to use lubricants and all that. So as he said, I wasn't enjoying it, but I just had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't that I was just trying to play my role as a wife.
As a wife.
Yes, to keep the marriage going. So though I wasn't enjoying it, I had to do it.
You had to.
Yes.
But obviously, I mean, it wasn't painful or.
No, it wasn't painful. It wasn't fun. It's just like, okay, we have to do it.
We have to do it.
Yes.
I mean, you say it like this, and it seems like it's a trivial matter, but it's actually a very, very, very important thing. And I can imagine the burden on you and also on him, but that burden of knowing that if I may be sick, but if I don't take care of my husband, then somebody else will.
Yes.
I mean, were you afraid? Did you have that fear?
Of course.
You did.
Of course, because look, the changes I had was just like, it's like I had aged like 20 years my age. I had bloated, become darker.
I can see. I mean, this is you, right?
Yes.
It's
my whole hair was gone.
Was gone.
So when I look in the mirror, I don't recognize myself. And I know that for me, it was even affecting me. So how much
more
him?
Yeah.
Knowing that like this is a different, like this is not Joycelyn.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do I do to keep him in the home?
Yeah.
So at that moment, that is the only
That's
thing
the only
that
thing you can do.
I can do for him to feel that I'm still his
You're
wife.
still